um, at Nadupatti right now, and the Guru Puja is happening. This is the sixth Guru Puja in this newly constructed Sadguru Sri Brahma temple that you see behind me. Um, why always they start the puja with Ganapathy Havan is because Ganapathy is considered as the first deity in all the pujas, and even the Jiva Kanni Sadguru starts his first poem with dedicating his first lines to Ganesha or Ganapati as he is called. He is considered the first deity amongst all the gods and goddesses. So the Havan is happening right now. We will go take a look, and then we will be going around the village. We will be seeing the place where he was in Samadhi, the first attempt of Samadhi where he did. We will be looking, we will be visiting that place, and the house, the old house where he lived. We will be going there as well, and then we will take a break and come back again for the Guru Puja. As we go in, I'll be not giving any live commentary as the Ganesha homam, Ganapathy homam is happening. I'll see you soon.
Ganapathy homam. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Klom Ganapathe Ganapathe Sarvadaram me Madhavanadakvaha Kvaha Gananam Ganapathy Gavamahe Vena Putraktamo Yakharado Brahmana Brahmanaspadana Shravan Modanakri Sadhano Ekadandar Vittane Hrim Hrim No Dandiprodadakvaha Ekadandar Hrim Hrim No Dandiprodadakvaha Ekadandar Vittane Kurundagarimahe No Dandiprodadakvaha Om Shrim Hrim Klim Klom Ganapathe Ganapathe Sarvadaram me Madhavanadakvaha Kvaha Gananam Ganapathy Gavamahe Vena Putraktamo Yakharado Brahmana Brahmanaspadana Shravan Modanakri Sadhano Ekadandar Vittane Kurundagarimahe No Dandiprodadakvaha Om Shrim Hrim Klim Klom Ganapathe Ganapathe Sarvadaram me Madhavanadakvaha Kvaha Gananam Vittane Kurundagarimahe Ganapathe Swaha Om Shrim Hrim Klim Klom Ganapathe Sarvadaram me Madhavanadakvaha Kvaha Ganapathe Swaha Gaturada Vittane Kurundagarimahe Om Shrim Hrim Klim Klom Ganapathe Sarvadaram me Madhavanadakvaha Kvaha Ganapathe Gavamahe Vena Putraktamo Yakharado Brahmana Brahmanaspadana
So, as the Ganapathy homam is happening, we'll just go around the village and take a look at few of the places that Sadguru Sri Brahma has been. This well, this is the well which was already there, and the water tank that you see here, just beneath the water tank is where Sadguru Sri Brahma had made his first attempt of Samadhi, and It's opposite a river which is dry right now. And here you see the Ganesha temple. வணக்கம். நல்லா இருக்கும். Live போயிட்டு இருக்கு. This is the temple where he came and sat when he was made to come out of his samadhi. There you see the main temple and the samadhi place with the well. This is the Ganapathy. This is the Ganapathy temple where he came and sat when he was made to come out of his samadhi much earlier than when he had planned. So we'll be going in. This is much more ancient. We don't know how old this ancient this temple is, but this is where Sadguru Sri Brahma, when he came out of the samadhi, or when he was forcibly made to come out of his samadhi, he came and sat here in anger and frustration that the people did not understand his instructions, and he had to break his samadhi and come out. So I'll just go around and in the local folklore, a neem leaf and a peepal tree being together is considered as very auspicious, and you see that behind the Ganapathy temple, and a Naga shrine as well. In the tradition, the peepal tree is considered male and the neem female. So a combination is considered Shiva Amsa or Ardhanari Amsa. And beneath that you have a Naga shrine. The pillars and the structures that you see here has been whitewashed many times. Otherwise, the granite beneath has this kind of shape. This is the texture. Idols usually are made of granite, and oil is smeared over them so that they last long. The best is to do with ghee and butter. That's usually done to the main deity inside. The outside deities are usually done with either sesame oil or castor oil if they can't afford. See, this is Mahalakshmi for people who don't, with Gaja Lakshmi, with elephant, the Lakshmi goddess. And we see another Ganesha here. And a lion combination. I think this is called Yari, I'm not sure. And we have Ganesha's brother, Kartikeya, here. Another Yari. And the Ganesha inside. So we'll head to the village now. This is just outside the village. This also has Nandi outside, which is unusual. But this Ganesha shrine also has a Nandi and a Balibidam. This is Nandi and this is the Balibidam. Just going back 100 and 101, 102 years when this must have happened. We don't know the exact year, but this is a very remote village even today. And at that point of time, 100 years ago, we don't know how the spiritual person was perceived in this part of the country. But one thing was sure, that the family and the village did not understand what they were trying to do, what he was trying to do in terms of going into samadhi under the ground. So it must have been pretty tough for him in a village where nobody understood him, his own family people, and no support around, and still he wanted to practice something which was a very advanced form of samadhi by being buried under the ground for 40 days. He couldn't complete it. Within a few days of his being underground, he was brought out. He was opened because people suspected that somebody had killed him and buried him. So when they opened the samadhi is when he came out with such anger because he was disturbed from his samadhi. This is the place where he was in samadhi and the water tank.
शिवोत्तमो शिवमार्ग प्रणीतारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदा शिवो वाक्सुद्धाहरिमहे तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा वाक्सुद्धाहरिमहे तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्न शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नीलकण्ठात् सम्पदे मदेशात् सर्वात् महादेवा हरे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्न शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा वाक्सुद्धावधीमहे तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ईडानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिः ब्रह्मा शिवो मे सुसदा शिवो ईशानमुद्रा घोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरधरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यो सर्वसर्वेभ्यो अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः घोरमूर्धा दत्ताः वामदेवादिनमो ज्येष्ठादिनमः श्रेष्ठादिनमो रुद्रादिनमः खालादिनमः कलविकरणादिनमो बलविकरणादिनमो बलादिनमो बलप्रवदनादिनमः सर्वभूतमण्डादिनमो मनोन्मणादिनमः स्वाहा सत्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि नमो नमः भवे भवेनादि भवे भवत्वमा भवत्वमादिनमः स्वाहा नीलखण्डान् सम्भवे अमृतेशात् सर्वात् महादेवाहरे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नीलखण्डान् सम्भवे अमृतेशात् सर्वात् महादेवाहरे नमो नमः स्वाहा वाक्सुद्धाहरिमहे तन्नः शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नमस्तेऽस्तु भगवन्मस्तेऽस्तरादे श्रियम्बहादे ध्रुवरान्तकादे त्रिकालाग्नि कालादकालाग्नि रुद्रादे नीलकण्ठादे सदाशिवाद श्रीमन्महादेवाहरे नमो नमः स्वाहा सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं
भगवदामहे सुगन्धं पट्टिवर्धनं त्र्यम्बकमजामहे सुगन्धं
पुष्टिवर्धनो गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनो गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनो गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः 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 स्कन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनं गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः महादेवादत्रिकमहादे त्रिपुरान्तकालत्रिकालाग्निकालादिकालाग्नि रुद्रादिरहण्डादे मृत्युञ्जयाद सर्वेश्वराद सदाशिवाद श्रीमन्महादेवाहवे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नीलकण्ठान् सम्भवे प्रदेशान् सर्वान् महादेवाहवे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा प्रदेशान् सर्वान् महादेवाहवे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा प्रदेशान् सर्वान् महादेवाहवे नमो नमः स्वाहा शिवमार्गप्रणेतारं प्रणतोऽस्मि सदाशिवो तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नीलकण्ठान् सम्पदे प्रदेशात् सर्वान् महादेवाहवे नमो नमः स्वाहा गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः
भगवदामहे सुगन्धं पट्टिवर्धनो
गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः
भगवदामहे सुगन्धं पट्टिवर्धनो
गुरुवार्गवन्दना मृत्योर्क्षेमामृताधत्वाः 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 महादेवादे दिगं महादे त्रिपुरान्तकालत्रिकालाग्निकालादकालाग्निरुद्रादिहीनहण्डादवत्तं दिगाद सर्वेश्वरादसाहाग्रवादत्रिमन्महादेवाहरे नमो नमः स्वाहा तन्नः शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नः शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिवप्रचोदयात् स्वाहा तन्नो शिव प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नीलकण्ठात् सम्भवेदेतात् सर्वादमहादेवाहदे नमो नमः स्वाहा गुरुवारवन्दनां मृत्योर्क्षेमः अमृतात् स्वाहा गुरुवारवन्दनां मृत्योर्क्षेमः अमृतात् स्वाहा गुरुवारवन्दनां मृत्योर्क्षेमः अमृतात् स्वाहा गुरुवारवन्दनां मृत्योर्क्षेमः
We'll get a sharing of a few devotees who have traveled from Bangalore. A few of the devotees have traveled from Bangalore, and I would like to take their sharing. Where are you from? And
Namaskaram, I am Nalini from Madurai. It's a blessing for us to visit here for the Guru Puja. Thanks to our Premanna and Vijay for letting us know. And I hope everyone gets his blessings virtually now through his video. Thank you.
விஜயகுமார் கோயம்புத்தூர்லேருந்து வந்திருக்கேன். சத்குருனுடைய அவர் பிறந்த ஊரில் நடக்கக்கூடிய அந்த குரு பூஜை விழாவில் பங்கேற்கணும்னு வந்திருக்கேன். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
We'll just take a walk around the village. The village, in spite of having been here for more than, we don't know, Sadhguru has been during the 1910s, probably around 1908 to 1910. And the village is pretty much still the same in terms of development and all that. I'll just show you the streets here. This is the temple. The cars are today's occurrence, but if you look at the houses here, they are pretty much, time has come to a standstill. That's how the houses must be more than 120 or 130 years old. Many of the houses here are locked. People have moved to cities and towns. They come maybe once a year or something, but otherwise it's pretty much locked. We'll go to the place where Sadhguru Sri Brahma's house stood, but I thought I will take you around the village once. If you look at even the doors, they still maintain that this is the traditional wooden door from 120, 130 years back. It is said that that when he came out of his samadhi and he was in anger, he didn't curse or anything, just the way that they realized later that they did a mistake of not having acknowledged a great Siddha. They thought the village was cursed, and many of the people moved away from the village into cities. They say that there was a great famine and drought for many, many years. And people couldn't survive here. That's how it became. There are a few new houses also which have come up, but otherwise it's pretty much the same old houses. See, like this house here, the wooden structure itself is so antique and must be more than 100, 150 years old. This is the old kind of bricks that you see, the thin bricks that most of the older temples and houses have been built. This must have been a house of an affluent person. You see a rock foundation and then that kind of brick with an arch and a special entrance. So you're walking through the spaces where Sadhguru Sri Brahma walked once upon a time. And these are the streets that he must have walked through. Live போகுது பூஜை நடக்குதுல்ல. So this is the spot where Sadhguru Sri Brahma's house stood once upon a time. They have demolished it because it started losing. You see the place where he went into samadhi behind over there. That's the water tank and the temple right now where they have built. Because that land belonged to Sadhguru Sri Brahma, so that's where he decided to go into samadhi. And this is the place where the house stood once upon a time. The house, that house was also standing when we came 3 years back, but this must have fallen down. It's a bit thorny around here. So people have just built a small place to light a lamp. Otherwise, there is nothing much in this place. It's pretty saddening that such a great being and the house that he lived, we couldn't maintain it as a memoriam or just a place at least where people of the future could see that this is where he lived. Probably they will build something there, maybe a place to sit, meditate, or I don't know. So this house where I had interviewed a person, he was an old man, he was sitting in the veranda and that house was standing at that time. He said that house was also looking similar to the way this was built. Right now there's nothing else. Probably it was looking like those tiled roof structures, and that's where. So right now the Ganapathy homam is happening, and Guru Puja will be at 1 o'clock. So we'll come back live at 1 for the Guru Puja, followed by Annadanam. Till then, I'll just go and participate instead of me holding the mobile throughout and not participating. So whenever they finish the Ganapathy Havan and when they start the Guru Puja and offering, they first offer the food to Sadhguru Sri Brahma before they start Annadanam and start feeding to everybody else. So I'll sign off for now and then connect again. Right now the Ganapathy Havam is happening. And we'll connect once the Guru Puja starts. Till then, bye. Namaskaram.